Hi, I'm Laurent. It's time for a new State of the Studio episode. The last one was 6 months ago. A lot has happened since then. Let's take another look and talk about our current challenges. If you want to watch it, I put the link of the first State of the Studio here. I start with the roadmap we showed you 6 months ago. What happened since that? We had some fails, but there are a lot of positives too. We were looking for funds from banks and subvention. Today we have not obtained anything yet. Yep, that's a fail. There are few subventions for the start of a project here in France, but it's been a long time since we were at the start of the project. So yeah, basically some helps were refused because we've worked too much. So most source of financial helps ask us to come back a bit later, when our production is speeding up. We were planning to use this money to start recruiting and better set up the company, so that didn't happen. This is why today we are still 2 full-time and 4 people in their free time until we find more funds. On the crowdfunding side, it went very well, since we obtained 36,000 € thanks to our community. I now move on to the details of 2024. The crowdfunding ended at the end of January. Thanks to a part of this money, we obtained a new development server, but also various software licenses. With these acquisitions, we were able to put in place plenty of working tools necessary to accelerate the development of the game. This notably made it possible to identify some technical design issues in the game and correct them. We've also implemented more tools to improve workflow internally. Team chat tool, project management tool, in short, everything a company needs. So we can say that the success of the Kickstarter had a big effect of better professionalizing the project. Second effect, thanks to you, we have started to gain notoriety and proven that many players are interested in Ascent Quest. We already had discussions underway with investors before the Kickstarter. Some of them have since withdrawn, but others have contacted us following this success. This is now the big step for the project, raising private funds. For this we hired an accounting company right after the end of the Kickstarter. They reviewed all financial aspects of the project in detail. We had made all of this before, but our prevision needed to be checked and updated. It took quite a while, because there are so many things to check. Then, with their help, we launched a more active prospecting phase. This fundraising is still ongoing today. It's taking more time than expected because of all the forecast validations. All I can tell you for now is that you have multiple contacts, things are progressing positively. Oh, and we went to the Laval Virtual on April 12th. It's a trade show dedicated to virtual and augmented reality. It was an opportunity for us to have a look at new projects in the market, but also to discuss with potential partners. We spoke with Photon, for example, who offer excellent tools for creating multiplayer games. It was also an opportunity to discuss with local influencers and potential investors in the sector. I now move on to our upcoming plans, starting with Quarter 2. On the development side, the next focus is mainly on improving the architecture, its performance, security, as well as the integrations of Steam and PlayStation Network. There are also gameplay features in continued development, but the focus at this alpha stage remains on improving the technical foundations of the game. This is also why we don't necessarily show you a lot of content, because it is very technical. However, we have a DevLog which should arrive within 2 weeks. With the improvement of the architecture, we are also preparing the user portal. As soon as possible, we will allow everyone to create and manage their account. We will begin by inviting all Kickstarter backers. They will find the list of rewards and access obtained by their pledge on their account. For those who did not participate in the Kickstarter, you will also be able to create an account as soon as you are sure that everything is working with our backers. It is certainly via this portal that we will offer purchases of beta access packs, for example. Of course, we will keep you informed of all of this as soon as it is ready. For the fundraising, we don't know when it will end exactly. But in theory, it will happen before the summer or at the very beginning of it. It will then be time to look for subventions and accelerate everything. We will have a clear idea of the budget at our disposal. for the following part of our planning, we of course assume that the fundraising is a success. If this were not the case, everything will be seriously disrupted, so finger crossed. Third quarter, in terms of game developments, the main focus will still be on the architecture level. The goal is that players can download the game, connect with their personal account, and that the servers are stable. The first closed alpha test should take place in September. So, warning, I insist, first closed alpha test. Don't expect to play a full game for hours, you will encounter bugs, and this is precisely the objective. The amount of content will be very small and unfinished at this stage. Just enough to test few things. We'll check how the application performs with players logging in from all around the world. One of the other test objectives will also be to know if the visuals and controllers of all the different headsets are working well. At the company level, as we should have all the funds available at this stage, we will launch recruitment, install our studio office, improve our communication thanks to team members dedicated to this, and also put in place the ways to support us and obtain access to testing phases. All this during the summer, just before the first alpha test. Okay, now you may think that it's going to be complicated. And yes, the unforeseen events regarding the first financial help and the fundraising, which takes longer than estimated, means that the schedule we announced last year is under pressure. We will attempt to have the first alpha test in September, but it is still uncertain for the moment. For the end of the year, our dream team will be well in place. We should be working at full productivity. The work on the game will focus on the core gameplay. As you've seen in our videos, we have quite a lot of things already done, so the tests of the main features will arrive quickly once the architectural tests have been completed. As we'll have all the team in place and the budget well defined, we will be able to share a precise list of features and a roadmap for them, as well as our overall plans for the future. That's it for now. I hope it was clear, but as usual, don't hesitate to contact us on social media, Discord or in comments if you have any questions. We'll try to answer you as soon as possible. We also have a new DevLog in preparation to show some progress on our storytelling and quest tools. Bye!